Welcome back. I'm Vinny Politan. You know, professional athletes often get a bad rap. You know, they're all greedy or selfish. Or what about self-absorbed? What you don't always hear about, though, is how they give back to their community. Mike Galano sat down with Hall of Famer Cal Ripken Jr. to see how he's trying to make a difference.
Well, it's always a pleasure to talk with one of the game's all-time greats, Hall of Famer Cal Ripken Jr. And Cal, as always, giving back with some baseball. Well, they're not just baseball parks. You and I were just talking about that. It's a foundation building multi-purpose turf fields, youth development parks is the exact title. Tell us a little bit more about that, Cal, as, again, you continue to give back.
Yeah, I mean, we started a foundation in my dad's name to really impact kids at risk and use baseball to help them learn about life. And we found out that there wasn't a lot of safe places for them to run these programs. So we started getting into building what we call youth development parks that gives a safe area and secures a safe area. The communities love these ballparks. They're all synthetic. We play other sports besides baseball, but since we're in baseball, we like to call them, baseball venues. But the community preserves them and keeps the element away from these kids and allows them to have the opportunity to learn. And we'll have 26 of them done by the end of this year. We're starting a capital campaign so we can be a little bit more aggressive in our posture, because our goal is to have 50. And I thought that was crazy at one point to build 50 of these fields, but it looks like we're going to be able to get there.
That's great. So there's a need. What communities get it? I mean, is this more the tougher inner city environments? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, we're targeting the toughest areas, sometimes the ones that are forgotten. And these kids need an opportunity, and really that's the spirit of starting the foundation in Dad's name. Dad developed a lot of young people in the form of getting them to the big leagues with all different backgrounds, but he had a special affinity for kids that didn't have a dad. And many of these kids, they need sport to give them, an opportunity, and that's what we bring to the table. So, yeah, we target the tough areas. I think we'll have 5 completed in Baltimore in some of the tough areas. There's going to be a number of them in Minnesota. There's a great one down in Houston. Again, I can't name all of them off the top of my head. Fredericksburg, Florida, you keep going on. This concept has really gathered a lot of momentum, and it's really working. These ballparks are transformational to these areas, and the communities then start to react to how great these synthetic fields look, and the rest of the community starts to look a little bit better, and then that whole safe zone gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Wow, that's great. Again, your dad, Cal Ripken Sr., a great man, a great baseball man as well. You had just an awesome father here. Have you heard some of the specific stories, Cal, of a kid's life changed because of these parks in their, and they were able to basically take their life on a new track?
Baseball, team sports keeps you active. Instead of being at home doing nothing, you could be outside with your friends having fun.
You know, it's very similar to you look at a lot of successful sports people anyway, they start to think back to when they were kids and what was available to them. So the stories are very similar to a basketball court that was there that allowed me to go out there and play every single day. And these venues seem to be less and less. So we thought it was a really good opportunity, not just to bring a synthetic field, but actually bring an opportunity for them to do any activity on these fields and have a safe one. So yes, we've had a lot of really great stories that come out of it, and part of us measuring our success is to follow these kids a little bit further. Instead of just looking at numbers of how you're helping them and kind of lump them all together, look at those interesting stories and bring them to light.
It's amazing some of the things that Cal's done for youth baseball in this country. And coming up, Cal's advice for us parents who push their kids into sports.